Wow. I mean, not even gonna do my intro. So, a couple days have passed. I watched the Final Smash presentation live. And I was here going, okay, so we're gonna get some awesome characters. Of course, we're gonna get more than one character. We're gonna get at least 2 characters. I kind of already speculated that Nintendo was gonna. They weren't just gonna be like, oh yeah, just the ballot winner with some Cloud info and some stages and all that. Because as it would have it, of course, they went over the Mii costumes, they went over a Cloud stage and all that, and we'll get there when we get there in this video. But I was like, okay, so new characters. We're gonna get at least 2. We can't just get the ballot winner. They're gonna announce someone and then go over shit for Cloud and then the ballot winner. And I kind of already had that in my head, so I was like, okay, so that's how we're gonna do it. Now, who's gonna get revealed? Okay, some awesome characters. Maybe Shantae for the ballot winner. Hopefully Shantae. If Shovel Knight made it, I wouldn't have cared that much, but it's like, hey, at least he's a cool little character that will celebrate or rather represent indie, the indie category. That'd be cool. First fucking visual was Fire Emblem, because they have their, little unique art style, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Another Fire Emblem sword fighter, Corrin, the guy and girl from the front cover of Fates, the new by Fire Emblem. They didn't learn. They did not learn. Who asked for Corrin? That was their last. He/she was their last decision. For the character they wanted. Why? Why have to be another Fire Emblem character? So that happened, and I was like, okay, I don't care if the sword is a chainsaw. I don't care if it has long range. It's another Fire Emblem representative that's a sword fighter. Fuck that. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even interested. Whatever. And so I just kind of had to wait it out, get through the Cloud info, and Cloud. Why is that starting with Ryu? Now they're starting to do intricate, unique. I'm sorry that I do this a whole lot, but starting with Ryu, there's Sakurai starting to branch out and give the characters more variety. I don't know why he didn't do that at the start of the game, but Ryu had some complex. I'm gonna try and stop doing this. He had some complex, moves and combos and such, and so then they decided to have Cloud do that, and then. I'll get to that later. So they had Cloud there, and I didn't care. So I was just waiting for them to be over with that because I wanted to see the ballot winner. And immediately with that first visual and that first character with Corrin, I just did not care. I was like, okay, moving along. This is the best you can do right now for your last pick for a character in this game. Before the ballot winner, so, okay, whatever. So that went by, and I don't care. And then Cloud went by, don't care. Then they went over the Mii costumes, and hey, Geno! If Geno were a character, if he was the character revealed instead of Corrin, I'd have been okay with that, because at least he's a fucking recognizable character that people have been wanting since, I think, either Melee or Brawl, So... Geno is a Mii costume. I'm still, betting that everyone who wanted Geno as a character was still going apeshit that he was a Mii costume. So, it's funny. Yeah, Sakurai listens, but he listens only to a certain extent. Like, Ridley wasn't a playable character, but he can help you fight on the Pyrosphere stage or whatever. Geno's not a character, but he is, in fact, a Mii costume now. So it's like, alright, at least you're half listening, I guess. I don't fucking know. So, Chocobo, however you pronounce it, which Chase went gaga over, because Chase is a huge Final Fantasy fan. So, there's that, of course, that was shown off in the Cloud reveal trailer, and then, Geno, Sonic. My brother likes the fact that they made Tails. Tails is his favorite character from Sonic, so he laughed at the fact that he's a Mii costume, and Knuckles. And thank God they're not the Sonic Boom incarnations, they're the original incarnations. So that stuff, that's just side stuff to me. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, me, you know, hats, whatever. Me, costumes. That one futuristic cybernetic one looks kind of cool, though. So I'll buy that one for, what, like 75 cents? You know, those go really, really, really cheap. So the bionic suit I'll get because that looks kind of cool. Everything else, my brothers are really going to get Tails. I already know that, the Sonic costumes. Corrin is not worth the investment, in my opinion. Not worth the investment at all. So I'm not going to even bother with that. Then the ballot winner came. It was Bayonetta. And I was like, oh, okay, so here's what we're going to do. This is part 1. I've went on enough already. I did not approve of this final presentation. They gave us a character that really we didn't need because we have so many other characters, first off, in that series, and second off, that wields a sword, as I've bitched about in previous videos and on Trash Talk. So I've talked enough about that. I just don't care. If this is the best they can do, it's so lazy. Who asked for yet another? They're just going off on Fire Emblem. They just have a huge Fire Emblem fetish right now. Because we have, what, 7 or so characters now from that series alone? Out of the 58 characters that are now in this game. That's a huge-ass roster, but a lot of those characters I don't approve of, and I know that I can't make the difference alone. Like, it just sounds like I'm bitching like, oh, well, I don't like the character, so it's wrong. I mean, there are others that agree with me, so those of you who are out there, respond. I am here. It's like Optimus Prime. We are here. We are waiting. We need to band together to find everyone else that thinks this way, because they need to learn that this is not okay. This is not acceptable. You know, I'm through being pissed and mad and whatever. It's just more of, I'm not even like mad. I'm just like, what did I expect? I don't fucking know. I set my hopes too high. I set the bar too high for this presentation. And in the back of my head, it was like, well, hey, don't get too excited. They might fuck you over. And that's how I feel like anyway. Again, these are my opinions, but they need to learn that it feels lazy. Who asked for yet another Fire Emblem sword fighter? So, part 2 is Bayonetta. I'll see you guys in that part. Take care. If you support this, I don't hate you. I'm not gonna argue with you in the comments. I just don't agree with it. So, see you guys later in part 2. Take care.